Have you ever seen a John Deere bicycle? I hadn't before I got this, and chances are if you weren't alive in the 70s, you haven't seen one either. So the story behind my bike is basically my buddy bought it at a consignment auction for me. He paid $15 for it, and he thought it was just the coolest thing ever. And so naturally, I had to do a little digging and research to see what I actually had. My first clue for information was this little sticker right here. And we can see it says Universal Touring, 19-inch frame, 5-speed. I'm not sure what this means, but made in Taiwan. So from what I could find out, John Deere sold bicycles from 1973 to 1975, so only 3 years as part of their consumer products division. So like every good American company, before investing in a bunch of tooling to make bicycles, John Deere just went overseas and found a factory in Taiwan to make them for him. It's got 27-inch tires, which makes it more of an adult bike. I'm not sure how good it is, but it says it's got a Sun Tour derailleur, which was used in the advertising brochures. So maybe it's a good quality. But I said it was universal before, and John Deere actually in their sales brochures called it a mixty bike. And that's referring to this crossbar right here. Normally on a men's bike, it would be up here, and on a woman's bike, it would be a little lower. And the difference would be that, back in the early 1900s when women only wore skirts, they wouldn't have to lift their leg up as high and show you under their skirts. So this was advertised as being a happy medium where women could ride it and men still wouldn't look out of place on it. And because of that, it seems like this was the most popular model that they sold. They're just kind of looking over my bike. We know that it costs $15, and I guess we kind of get what we pay for in that. Got a lot of chrome that's, just peeling, pitting, doing its bad thing. One really bad part was that this handlebar bracket was all cracked. I don't know if you can see it in there or not. But I just took and put these hose clamps on there to try and keep the handlebars from wiggling around too much, and it seems to work okay. The other thing is, it's just got rust and looks like it's had a had kind of a tough life. The seat, amazingly though, looks like it's all the original leather and there's no rips and it's still pretty soft actually. One thing I did have to do to this bike is I needed to put a new cable on for the shifter because the old one was just all froze up and mine wasn't quite long enough, so I had to reroute it. It goes there versus it used to come along here and go up. Other than that, all I've done is, squirt some WD-40 on the chain and the derailleur and get everything freed and moving up again and pump up the tires. So I guess let's take it for a ride and we'll see what kind of quality John Deere had in the 70s. Considering the shape the rest of the bike is in, the derailleur shifting mechanism works surprisingly well. It hasn't missed a beat yet. The one bad part about this style shifter is that you can get it like halfway in between where it doesn't really shift like that if you can hear it. The brakes are present. They do just need a little bit of adjusting. Overall, for a bike from the 1970s, it's not too bad.